Don't wait up. I'm staying at his place tonight, she texted after leaving our anniversary dinner early. I didn't wait. I canceled her phone line, removed her from my insurance, and packed her bags. When she came back the next day, her key didn't work. Neither did her phone. She had to borrow a stranger's phone just to beg me to let her in. I didn't. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. Let me paint the picture of how we got here. I'm Alex, 34 at the time, working as an IT consultant in a mid-sized city. Stable job, good pay, nothing flashy, but it let me build a solid life. I met Jenna 5 years earlier at a mutual friend's barbecue. She was 29, vibrant, working in marketing, always talking about her big dreams of climbing the corporate ladder. I fell hard because she had this energy that pulled you in. We clicked fast, moved in together after a year, into an apartment I could afford on my salary while she figured out her career. From the jump, I was the committed one. I handled most of the bills so she could focus on her job without stress. When she wanted to go back to grad school part-time for a marketing degree, I picked up extra freelance gigs to cover the tuition. I'd come home exhausted, but I'd still cook dinner or plan little surprises, like weekend getaways to recharge her. Flashback to one night early on. She was stressing over a presentation, crying about feeling inadequate. I stayed up till 3 a.m. helping her rehearse, tweaking slides, telling her she was brilliant. "Alex, you're my rock," she'd say, pulling me close. I believed it. I sacrificed promotions that required travel because she didn't want me gone too much. "We need stability," she'd insist, and I'd nod, thinking we were building something real. But over the last year, things shifted. She'd come home late from networking events, always on her phone, laughing at messages I wasn't part of. She'd compare me to guys at work, subtly at first. "Mark from sales is so ambitious. He just closed this huge deal and jetted off to Europe." Mark. That name started popping up more. I'd brush it off, thinking it was innocent admiration. But she'd nitpick me. "You're always so predictable, Alex. Same routine every day." It stung, but I didn't push back. I figured relationships have rough patches, and I doubled down on being supportive. Our 5th anniversary was coming up, and I wanted to make it special. I planned a dinner at this cozy Italian spot downtown, her favorite. Reserved a private booth, got flowers, even splurged on a necklace I'd seen her eyeing online. That morning, I texted her, "Can't wait for tonight. Love you." She replied with a heart emoji, but seemed distracted when I kissed her goodbye. We met at the restaurant straight from work. She showed up looking stunning in a new dress, red, form-fitting. I complimented her, handed her the flowers. "Happy anniversary, babe." "To us." She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. We ordered apps, and I started talking about our future, maybe a house, travel plans. She nodded along, checking her phone under the table. Halfway through entrees, she put her fork down. "Alex, I have to go." Work thing came up, last-minute meeting with the team. I blinked. "On our anniversary? Can it wait?" She rolled her eyes, already grabbing her coat. "It's important. Mark needs me for this pitch." "Don't be dramatic." "Mark?" Again. My stomach twisted, but I kept my voice even. "No scene. I hated confrontation." "Yeah, Mark. He's got vision, unlike some people who play it safe." She said it with a smirk, like it was a joke, but it landed like a slap. She stood up, leaned down to peck my cheek. "Don't wait up. I'll crash at a friend's if it runs late." She walked out, leaving me with the bill and a half-eaten pasta. I sat there for a minute, staring at the necklace box in my pocket, feeling like an idiot. The waiter gave me a pitying look as I paid. Back home, I paced the apartment, replaying her words. Predictable? Safe. I'd given up so much for us. An hour later, my phone buzzed. Her text, "Don't wait up. I'm staying at his place tonight. We need to talk tomorrow, but honestly, I've outgrown this. Mark gets me in ways you don't. Sorry, but it's over." His place. Mark's. It hit like a gut punch. No ambiguity. She was cheating and dumping me via text on our anniversary. I read it again, heart pounding. Part of me wanted to call, scream, beg for an explanation. But something clicked. All those sacrifices, the emotional labor. I'd been her safety net, nothing more. I didn't reply. Instead, I poured a drink and sat with it, letting the confusion wash over me. Why now? Why like this? It felt so undeserved, so cruel. But begging wouldn't change it. I needed to protect myself. That text sealed it. I didn't sleep much that night, but by morning, I'd made decisions. First, practical stuff. The phone was on my plan. I paid for it since her credit was shot from student loans. Insurance too, through my job. We weren't married, so no legal ties, but we'd shared everything. I logged into the accounts online, canceled her line, effective immediately, removed her from the auto and health add-ons. It felt cold, but necessary. Then I packed her things, clothes, makeup, that grad school diploma I'd helped fund. Boxes by the door, neatly labeled. Around noon, I heard fumbling at the lock. Then banging. Alex? Open up. My key isn't working. I opened the door halfway, keeping the chain on. She stood there, disheveled, makeup smudged, holding a dead phone. What the hell? Let me in. Jenna, we need to talk, right? Like you said. She huffed, crossing her arms. Yeah, about us. Last night was impulsive. But come on, open the door. My phone died. Must be the battery. And why are my bags out here? Impulsive? You texted me you were staying at his place. Mark's, I assume. And that you've outgrown me. She shifted, looking annoyed more than guilty. Okay, fine. Yes, Mark. We've been seeing each other for a couple months. He's exciting, Alex. He pushes me, makes me feel alive. You've gotten so complacent. Same job, same routine. I deserve more than that. Deserve more? After everything I've done? Paid for your school, covered rent when you were between jobs. She laughed, a sharp, dismissive sound. Oh, please. That was your choice. I never asked you to play the hero. And honestly, it was smothering. Mark doesn't baby me. He challenges me. We're on the same level, ambitious, going places. You? You're fine with mediocrity. I need a partner, not a provider. I gripped the doorframe, but kept my tone flat. So that's your logic? Cheat because I'm reliable? It's not cheating if I'm ending it. And yeah, that's my logic. Twisted? Maybe to you. But I've evolved. You should too. Maybe date someone as boring as you. She smirked again, like she was winning. Now let me in so I can grab my stuff properly. And fix my phone. I need to call work. It's not your phone anymore. Plans canceled. Insurance too. Apartment's in my name. You're not on the lease. Her face twisted. You what? That's petty, Alex. How am I supposed to function? You're cutting me off like that. You cut me off last night. Via text. On our anniversary. Grow up. It was just a dinner. And Mark, it's real. You'll get over it. Now open the damn door before I call someone. I shook my head. Boxes are here. Take them and go. We're done. She banged once more, cursing under her breath, then stormed off. A minute later, she was back, borrowing a phone from a neighbor who'd poked their head out. Alex, this is ridiculous. Let me in, please. I need my charger at least. No. Goodbye, Jenna. She hung up, grabbed a couple boxes, and left in a cab, probably to Mark's. I closed the door, leaned against it, and let the silence hit. It hurt, the unfairness of it all. I'd been loyal, built us up, and she discarded me like trash, twisting it to make me the villain. But I didn't chase. I changed the locks that afternoon, just in case. The days after blurred into a haze. I didn't tell many people at first, just took a few days off work, citing personal reasons. Sat with the betrayal, replaying her words. Outgrown this. Mediocrity. It gnawed at me. Flashback to last Christmas. I'd surprised her with tickets to a conference she wanted, even though it meant dipping into savings. You're the best, she'd said, jumping into my arms. Now, it felt like manipulation, me as her stepping stone. I didn't lash out online or to friends. Instead, I detached. Blocked her on everything, social, email. Focused on me. Joined a gym, something I put off because she hated sweaty evenings. Started cooking for one, experimenting with recipes. At work, I finally pursued that promotion, remote friendly, but with better pay. It involved some travel, which I'd avoided for her. Now, why not? Weeks passed in quiet. Mutual friends reached out, confused. Heard you guys split, what happened? I'd keep it vague. It didn't work out. But rumors trickled in. Apparently, Jenna had posted cryptic stories online about finding her spark, with heart emojis, subtle shade at me. One friend, Dave, pulled me aside at a bar. Dude, she's with Mark now. Bragging about it. Sorry, I nodded. Yeah, I know. You okay? She said you overreacted, locked her out like a psycho. Her version. But I'm good. Inside, it stung, the public humiliation. But I let it breathe, didn't defend myself. Therapy helped. I started sessions, unpacking how I'd ignored red flags. You were committed to a ghost, the therapist said. It clicked. I'd been loyal to an idea of us, not the reality. Meanwhile, hints of her unraveling surfaced. Another friend mentioned office drama. Mark was married, it turned out. His wife found texts, confronted him. Jenna got dragged in. HR got involved since it was a coworker thing. She lost her job over conflict of interest. Ouch. Then, isolation. Our shared circle started siding with me as details leaked. She cheated on your anniversary? Via text? That's cold. One said, unfollowing her. I didn't gloat. Just kept building. Landed the promotion, more money, flexibility. Traveled to a conference in another state, met new people. Started dating casually, nothing serious, but it reminded me I wasn't boring. Life felt lighter without her constant comparisons. About 2 months in, the attempt started. First, an email from a new address. Alex, we need to talk. Things with Mark weren't what I thought. Can I come by for my winter coat? Please. I deleted it. No response. Then calls from unknown numbers. Her borrowing phones again, I guessed. Voicemails, hey, it's me. My life's a mess. Lost the job because of drama. Can we meet? I miss our talks. Ignored. Escalation. Her mom called. Toxic as ever. Always enabled Jenna's entitlement. Alex, this is ridiculous. You're being childish cutting her off. She needs help. Her phone's gone. She's staying with me now. Be a man and talk to her. I stayed calm. Mrs. Thompson, this isn't my problem anymore. Goodbye. Friends got roped in. Texts like, Jenna's asking me to message you. Says she's sorry, wants closure. I replied, tell her no thanks. Her desperation built. Another voicemail, angrier. Fine, ignore me. But you're heartless, Alex. After everything, I made one mistake, and you punish me like this? Mark was a jerk, abusive, controlling. Dumped me when his wife threatened divorce. Now I'm broke, job hunting, and you won't even respond. Screw you. It revealed her true colors, anger when begging failed. But I felt nothing. No sympathy, no urge to help. I'd sat with the pain long enough. Now it was just facts. She discarded me. Karma discarded her. I was free. As the months rolled on, the full weight of karma started crashing down on Jenna. I didn't seek it out, didn't stalk her socials, or pump friends for info. But in our overlapping circles, bits filtered through, and it painted a picture of poetic justice. Mark, the exciting one, turned out he was a classic user. His wife didn't just confront him. She filed for divorce, dragging everything into the open. Screenshots of their texts leaked around the office, Jenna's included. HR didn't mess around. She got canned for violating company policy on relationships. No severance, just a bad reference that made job hunting a nightmare. Without a steady paycheck, her lifestyle crumbled. She'd always lived beyond her means, designer bags, brunches, trips I used to subsidize. Now, credit cards maxed, student loans piling up. She moved back in with her mom, a cramped suburb apartment she'd always mocked as beneath her. Friends distanced themselves too. Our mutual group chat went silent on her. A couple outright told me, we saw the post she made shading you. Not cool. We're Team Alex. Her online presence? She tried playing the victim with vague rants about toxic exes, but people called her out. Comments like, you cheated on anniversary night? Own it. Her follower count tanked. She became irrelevant in the circle she craved. And Mark? He ghosted her hard after the divorce drama. From what I heard, he turned nasty first, yelling matches, controlling her socials, even shoving her during an argument. She ended up with a restraining order scare, but dropped it when he threatened to expose more. Broke, isolated, reputation in shreds. It was ironic. The woman who called me mediocre for stability was now begging for scraps of it. I didn't feel joy, just a quiet vindication. She'd humiliated me publicly. Now the world saw her true colors. I let it sit. Focusing on my arc, therapy wrapped up. I felt clear, unburdened. The confusion from that anniversary night? Replaced by gratitude for the escape. The pleas ramped up around month 3. At first, scattered emails and borrowed phone calls. But as her situation worsened, they turned desperate, then toxic. One evening, my phone rang from an unknown number. I answered, figuring it might be work. Alex? Finally. It's Jenna. Don't hang up, please. I paused, voice steady. What do you want? A sigh, like she was relieved. God, I've been trying to reach you. My life's falling apart. Mark, he wasn't who I thought. Abusive, lied about being separated. Kicked me out after his wife blew it up. I lost my job, Alex. HR said the affair was a conflict. Now I'm crashing with mom, applying everywhere, but no bites. I need help. Maybe crash with you a bit. Or loan some cash till I get on my feet. Help? After what you did. Come on, it was a mistake. I was confused, stressed from work. You were always so understanding, remember? We had good times. I missed that stability. You. Her tone shifted from apologetic to wheedling, hypocrisy dripping. Stability? You called it mediocrity. Said I'd smothered you. That was anger talking. I was wrong. Please, Alex. I'm desperate here. Mom's driving me nuts, nagging about my choices. Friends aren't answering. You're the only one who gets me. I said nothing for a beat. No. Wait, what? Just like that? After 5 years. Yes. Goodbye. She called back immediately, voicemail this time. Fine, be a dick. But I need my stuff. The coat, some jewelry. At least meet me for that. Or are you too petty? Ignored. A week later, escalation. Her best friend, Sarah, toxic enabler extraordinaire, texted me. Hey Alex, Jenna's really struggling. She told me everything. Mistakes happen, right? She's sorry. Maybe grab coffee? For old times. I replied, no interest. Tell her to stop. Then her mom again, calling late one night. Alex, this has gone far enough. Jenna's crying every day, says you won't talk. She's broke, depressed, might do something stupid. You owe her after stringing her along all those years. Be the bigger person, take her back. Stringing her along? She cheated, Mrs. Thompson. Dumped me via text. Oh, grow a spine. It was a fling. Men do it all the time. She's family to you, act like it. She's not. Don't call again. The anger peaked with Jenna's next move. Another borrowed phone. This time a furious rant via voice message. You know what? Screw you, Alex. I try to apologize, and you ghost like a coward? Mark was right. You're spineless. But look at you now, probably alone and miserable. I gave you the best years. You owe me. If you don't respond, I'll show up at your work, tell everyone what a heartless prick you are. Desperate? Yeah, because you left me with nothing. It showed her true self. Entitled, vicious when cornered. Friends warned me she was bad-mouthing me online, but it backfired. More people unfriended her. I stayed silent, documenting in case it escalated. No sympathy stirred. She'd manipulated me long enough. Now her desperation was just noise. The final nail came at our mutual friend Dave's wedding, 6 months post-betrayal. I debated skipping, but Dave insisted, come man. You've moved on, show it. I went, bringing my new girlfriend, Lisa, a colleague I'd met at that conference. Kind, ambitious, no games. We clicked naturally. She knew my story, respected my boundaries. The ceremony was beautiful, reception lively. I was chatting with old friends when Jenna appeared, disheveled, in a rumpled dress, like she'd crashed. Eyes red, she beelined for me. Alex, we need to talk. Now. Lisa raised an eyebrow, but I nodded calmly. Fine. Outside. In the garden, she launched in, voice cracking. Look at me, I'm a wreck. No job, no place, Mark ruined everything. But seeing you here, I realize what I lost. You were good to me. Please, let's try again. I'll change, I swear. Block Mark, get therapy. Anything. Her eyes darted to Lisa and sighed, hypocrisy flaring. Who's that? Already replaced me? After preaching loyalty. I met her gaze, indifferent. Jenna, facts, you ended us. Cheated, humiliated me publicly. Your choices led here, not mine. I've built a life without you. Promotion, travel, someone who values me. You're irrelevant now. This chapter closed the night you texted from his place. But I was wrong. Desperate, please, Alex. One chance. I beg you. No. Go home. Preserve what dignity you have left. She teared up, anger bubbling. You'll regret this. Alone forever without me. I turned away. Doubt it. Back inside, Lisa squeezed my hand. You okay? Completely. And I was. Jenna slunk out. Friends whispered about her state versus my glow-up. No more contact after that. She's faded. A lesson learned. I'm thriving, free. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.